What's up, YouTube? Long time no see. So, it's been a while since I've made a video. I've just been busy doing a lot of things that don't really relate to the channel. Finally got most of that cleaned up, so now I'm gonna get back to doing some things. Today we're gonna install a catch cam on this thing in preparation for the new engine. I'm trying to get as much mocked up as I can because it's going to be the same format engine that goes back in it. But yeah, see if we can get that done today. And I think I got a pretty good idea where I want to put it, so it should be pretty straightforward. Other than that, not much has been happening. I did order some smooth center caps for my Rapid Racing wheels. I think, it's cooler. So anyway, the catch can I opted to go with is a Moroso unit, and I've kind of been checking out. And it's just got like a steel mesh, and so your PVC valve goes in one side, and then any oil that's in the air will bleed off into this container, and then it recirculates back into the engine as clean air. I will probably run a PVC valve, PCV valve on the new engine as well. So this is a pretty straightforward kit to assemble. We got, some 90-degree elbows that go in there, a drain valve, so if you do get a collection of oil in it, you can drain it, and then, a little 90-degree in so that you can, obviously line it up and drain it into a little container or something. Bracket that goes on the firewall, and aluminum bracket that mounts the actual separator. So I'm going to get the tripod and get it set up under the hood, and we'll see if we can't get started installing this. Alright, so I went ahead and mocked this up in what I think is going to be the best scenario to fit back where I'm going to put it, and I think that's going to be right back here. So as you can see, my current setup goes from the PCV valve around and into the throttle plate of the sniper system. So what I'm going to do is take this line from here, run it up into the separator, back out and in. I think that's going to be a pretty good setup. So we'll start by pulling this and this, get it out of the way, and let's just see how this looks. So I went ahead and installed the bracket and everything like that on it, so I should be able to stick that right in there just like that, connect to the PCV valve, and then back out and into the Holley unit, clear the air filter and not have the interference in the engine. That's going to be a little close, so I may have to angle that back a touch and kind of go from there. So I guess, that looks like that's going to be a pretty good scenario, a pretty good setup. So what we're going to have to do is mark and drill those holes for some screws to hold it on, and then put some thread sealant on all these fittings, and get this guy installed. And then I have something else to discuss. I'm stuck. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this put together. Everybody keeps telling me that Teflon tape's the thing of the past, and this is the way to go. We're going to give it a shot, see how that works. So basically we just need to pull all these fittings apart. We already know how everything's going to line up, so now it's just a matter of a little bit of thread sealant, and away we go. So we'll start here at the bottom. Oops, that's probably the wrong end. And just think this is going to look nearly as clean as Teflon tape, but we'll give it a try. See how we like it. Now we got to remember we need to keep our valves and everything where we can easily access them. That's the goal anyway. So there's that one, so we should be able to reach right down behind the cylinder head and open that to drain it. Actually, that's closed. So then we're going to go on a little bit here. Get this guy installed. Hopefully we can do this in a way that it doesn't turn the valve. Ooh. I'm not so sure that's going to work. Alright, so kind of got that where we're wanting it. And then these two are pretty straightforward. They're just going to go straight down. I think that's going to be the easiest way to set this up for now. I don't know that I'm 100% sold on this stuff, but we will see. Oh, this might be easier said than done. This is the part where I break the brass fitting. Let me get a bigger. Close. And that's tight. Okay. So there's that side. We'll get this side. Sorry, I'm leaning over the bed of my truck trying to do this. My workbench is currently covered in fishing equipment. So. Alright. So that's assembled. We'll put the bracket on the back. And it's kind of like everything else. It's a touch more messy than Teflon tape, that's for sure. Great. Nope, I already don't like it. Should have stuck with the Teflon tape, but we're in it this far. We're going to stick to it. Alright, so that's really all there is for the assembly of that piece. And I mean, honestly, like, I think some of the Moroso stuff's a little bit, I don't know, cheap looking, cheap feeling. This is actually a pretty nice piece. And this top does screw off. I probably clamped it right on the line at this point. Nope. Oh, well, I can't because of the bracket. But yes, this top does screw off. So if you need to, clean that wire mesh or whatever's inside there, you can definitely get to it and do that. So, yeah. Pretty nice piece, Maro. But didn't have all the thread sealing all over it. So let's get back into the hood, get this mounted to the firewall, and then work on plumbing it. Sorry, I know the fan's a bit loud, but it's like 90-some degrees out. I'm not shutting it off. So, got our bracket, and I was able to reuse one hole. So we're just going to go right in here. This guy on, started. This is not the easiest fit here. Alright, I gotta get a swivel socket, I think, for this wide. Let me grab that real quick. Alright, so now we're installed. I said to get a swivel socket, tighten that up. That's a pretty good fit. So the first thing we're gonna do is kind of line this hose up. What we have to go is from here down to there. So we're gonna have to start with that. A little bit of hose there. And where we're going. Right there. So that's gonna give me enough of a piece of hose to get that one done. So we'll just grab these and cut it off. Circle around, that up. And then next is the PVC valve, PCV valve. This is going to be a short run here. Very short run. There we are. So that is installed. So now any vapor that comes from the crankcase is going to go up through the catch can and then back out and feed back into the intake plenum, or the throttle body. So let's grab the air cleaner and install it, and hopefully that all fits. Need to move that out of the way. Right there. I already kind of wish I'd ordered the black one. Late for that. There we go. That's a pretty clean install, I think. Plenty of clearance, out of the way. Almost looks like it belongs there. So, that's pretty much going to wrap up the video as far as installing that catch can. So earlier I mentioned something maybe coming up. I was privileged to the opportunity to buy what is told to me is a 1970 sheet metal from a 1970 from the bed forward. Cab, doors, inner fenders, regular fenders, the hood, everything from a 1970 Ford F100 that was supposedly taken off the road in 1972, and these items have been stored in a barn since then. Glass, everything's there, it's complete. It actually has 2 grills. So I am going to go in a few days and take a look at these parts. If they are what they're said to be, then I'll be bringing those home, and instead of, I hate doing body work. I'm not a fan. So if these parts turn out as good as they say they are, then we'll be bringing those home and starting the process of getting it sanded and painted. I don't mind painting so much, I don't have the skill to do the sheet metal work and all that. It's just not my cup of tea. So hopefully these parts are as good as they say they are, and if that's the case, then here in a few days we'll be checking those out and hopefully bringing them home. So if you have any questions, ask in the comments. Thanks for watching.